The Michael Jordan Pog is ready for a classic game of basketball, so today he brought with him basketball for your Atari 2600. As you can see, it used to have color art, but then 10 years later they re-released it in a cheaper black and white box. And looking at the art, apparently in this game of basketball they used 3 balls. This should be very entertaining. Let's go ahead and take basketball, plug it into my Atari 7800 Pro system, and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Basketball was published by Atari and carries a copyright year of 1978. About a year later, Atari would release versions of basketball for both their computer and the arcade, which seems to have been based off of this version. Basketball was programmed by Alan Miller, who would later leave Atari to become one of the co-founders of Activision. Basketball is a one-on-one basketball game for 1 or 2 players. You can use the difficulty switches to change the speed of either player, with the A position forcing the player to move slower than the normal B position. Basketball ditches the traditional red Republicans versus the blue Democrats for the green partiers and the purple libertarians. Why are the libertarians purple, you ask? What does it matter if it isn't hurting anyone? Just leave them alone, will ya? The purple and green colors not only predicted that a similarly colored dinosaur would rule children's television in the 90s, but also that an NBA team would adopt a dinosaur as its mascot as well during the same time period. I bet you never realized how prophetic this game was. Not bad for a game from 1978. Each game in basketball has a 4-minute time limit, and it is possible for a game to end in a tie. Each basket is worth 2 points. In the game, you use a joystick to move your player and the button to shoot when you have the ball and jump when you don't. The game starts with the jump ball and doesn't let up until the timer expires. When you hold down the button to shoot, your guy will continuously raise and lower the ball until you let go of the button, with the angle of the ball determining the shot. You can also steal the ball on defense if you are lined up with him properly and touch the ball during his dribble, or if you jump and intercept the shot. Also, there is no out of bounds or goaltending in the game, and that quite simply is basketball, and it also appeared in the movie Airplane. Graphically speaking, there really isn't much to the game, which is to be expected for a game from the late 70s. The sounds are also similarly limited, although I did like the dribbling sound. And yes, this is a family-friendly game. I mean, it has the same color scheme as Barney the dinosaur. You can't get much more friendlier than that, can you? At the time I researched on eBay, loose copies were going for $4, complete copies were going for $8 to $9, and new copies were selling for $10, and that includes shipping. So what did I think of basketball for the 2600? Well, it's similar to Home Run, which I reviewed in episode 161. I found this game to be very simple, but fun, and actually more enjoyable than Home Run itself. The action is fast and furious. So fast that sometimes when I pressed a button to block a shot but miss, I ended up shooting the ball as soon as I got it back after my opponent scored a basket. And the computer is really tough to beat, even when I slowed him down with the difficulty switch. The score always seemed to be close, with leads constantly being traded back and forth. The manual itself even states that if you beat the computer by more than 4 points in a normal game, that you are a superior player. But despite the toughness of the computer, I had a lot of fun playing this one and relished a chance to give it another go after tying or closely losing to the computer. So where am I going to rank basketball? Well, it's probably going to be higher than most reviewers. And I said I liked it more than Home Run, so I'm going to put it right above Home Run, which is at the 37 position. So out of the 82 games, I've now ranked on the 2600. Basketball is dribbling in at the 37th spot. Basketball is simple but fun on the 2600. If you enjoy retro-related videos, would you please click the like and subscribe buttons. You can also follow me both on the Facebook or the Twitter. I'm also a member of the Retro Junkies Network. You can find more retro podcasts and videos at theretrojunkies.com. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of The No Swear Gamer. Take care and don't overlook basketball on the 2600.